Menu 23 on the Tidradio TD-H3 is direction. What does direction do? In short, this menu tells your radio which direction the frequency offset applies when you're using repeater channels. If that sounds a little technical, don't worry, we're going to make it crystal clear in just a minute. Let's start with a quick refresher. Most ham radio repeaters don't transmit and receive on the exact same frequency. Instead, they use something called a duplex offset, meaning your radio transmits on one frequency and listens on another. That's how repeaters work. They receive your signal on one frequency and instantly retransmit it on another, usually at a much higher power level and from a better location, like a mountaintop or tall tower. Now, the direction menu controls whether your transmit frequency is offset above, below, or not offset at all from your receive frequency. The three options in menu 23 are off, positive, and negative. Off or no offset, you transmit and receive on the exact same frequency. This is great for simplex communication where you're talking directly to another person with no repeater involved. Positive offset, your radio transmits at a higher frequency than it receives. Many 70 centimeter or UHF repeaters use this. Negative offset, your radio transmits at a lower frequency than it receives. This is common with 2 meter or VHF repeaters in the US, and remember, it may be common, it doesn't mean that it's an absolute. So let's say you're programming a repeater that receives on 146.100 megahertz and transmits back at 146.700 megahertz. That's a 600 kilohertz positive offset. You'd set your receive frequency to 146.100. Go to menu 23 direction and set it to positive. Then you'd go to menu 24 and set the offset amount to 0.600 megahertz. Boom, you're set for that repeater. Same deal in reverse. If your repeater listens at 147.000 megahertz and transmits at 146.400 megahertz, that's a negative offset. You'd set the direction to negative and the offset to 0.600. Now, how do you set this up on a TD-H3? Let's do it. Start with the main frequency screen, press menu button, press the blue menu button, use the arrow keys to go to menu 23 or just type in 23 and you'll end up on direction. Press menu again to select it, then use the up and down arrow keys to go from off to plus or minus or leave it at off. Use the arrow keys to choose off, plus, or minus. Press menu again to lock it in and you're set. Now let's do it together. We'll hit menu, 23, menu again. It's set to none right now. We'll go, it's set to minus, then plus, or back to none. So I'm gonna hit menu again to lock in none because I am not setting a repeater at the moment. One important note, direction is only part of the repeater setup. You'll usually also need to set menu 24 offset, and if the repeater requires a tone, menu 11 or 13 for CTCSS or DCS, but direction tells your radio which way to go when you key up the mic. If you're ever trying to hit a repeater and not hearing anything back, double check this setting. If direction is set wrong, your radio is literally transmitting on the wrong frequency and the repeater can't hear you. So there you go, menu 23, direction. It's one of those set it and forget it settings, but getting it right is crucial for repeater use. Master this and you'll look like a radio pro every time you go live on the air. Thanks for watching, and if you got anything at all out of this, please like and subscribe to help me grow the channel.